Hey, welcome back to Right on the Money, providing you and your family the necessary information you need to make informed financial decisions. Now, if you are just joining us, our guest today, Greg Lavelle, President and CEO of Retirement Advisors at Financial Square. And we have been talking about, well, retirement. And we've been talking about the American dream and where we go from here. But so one of the things, Greg, that I wanted to talk about, it is a statistic that you had shared with me. It was something that is going to affect, I believe the percentage is 70% of Americans over the age of 65. Greg, what are we talking about?
So that is correct, Dennis. More than 70% will need some type of long-term care in the future. We don't know when, we don't know how severe, but it is important to have this as part of your retirement plan. So long-term care has been dramatically different over the years. We no longer do the insurance-based long-term care products. It's all asset-based long-term care with minimal underwriting. And you need to plan for the eventuality of something that may happen to you in the future, because the problem is people run out of money. Would you take a guess and tell me how many people you think run out of money?
Well, I've got to be honest. I'm a straight shooter, so I've got your slide. I was lucky enough to get a copy of your presentation. Is it 1 out of 16 or 1 out of 6?
1 out of 6. Almost 20% of people run out of money in retirement. Where you have your funds today determines what your future will be. Can't put all your money in the safe bucket because the safe bucket isn't getting nearly 3%. I mean, CDs are 1.5 maybe. You need at least 3% on your money to keep up with inflation. Inflation has run at 3% a year for the last 50 years. So if you make it less than 3, you're losing money. You can't put all your money in the stock market because there's no guarantees in the stock market. Mm-hmm. So you don't want your 401k, your IRAs dropping by 30 or 40% right when you're ready to retire. So then there's the middle bucket. And the middle bucket is all about guaranteed income. So you need to have some money in the guaranteed income bucket to make sure that you never run out of money. You always have the funds that you need for the rest of your life to take care of the expenses that are going to be ongoing and that need to be met.
I love the bucket approach that you use, because you use the bucket approach not only on those different types of money, the kind of the liquid, the safe, the investment money, the guaranteed income, but you also use that to teach about taxes too.
So people don't realize that if they have all of their funds in tax deductible products, 401ks, IRAs, and things like that, they are going to have to pay the price at some point. And it's usually at age 72, which is the new RMD age, required minimum distributions. The problem is, again, we don't know what the tax rates are going to be when you get to age 72. So that's where the Roth conversions come back into play.
You know, it's almost counterintuitive. You think like, well, I should have all my money where it's safe. But the reality is you can be too safe. And if you need to be in the market a little bit. And if you're too much in the market, it could come back to bite you. And that's why it is important to work with someone like you that can help navigate all this, right?
Absolutely. So we've been helping families for more than 20 years. And so we've helped a lot of people retire. And usually we start working with them in their 60s, and then they become clients for life. And we set up a distribution strategy. So of course there are 3 phases of money: accumulation, preservation, and distribution. And so we start working with folks at the end of their accumulation phase into their preservation phase, and then eventually when they fully retire into their distribution phase.
We're going to take a short break, and when we're going to come back, I'd like to talk to you about some of the things that you're seeing in our current environment, and then some of the challenges, maybe some of the key challenges that you see folks getting ready for retirement. We'll talk about those different challenges. So join us right after this break. We will be right back.